them.
We talked a little bit. I'm interested. So you're scared of being cold?
I wouldn't say scared, but I'm going to be prepared for it.
Well, in other words, what is you don't fear discomfort of any kind?
No, I took an ice bath this morning.
Okay. Well, you shouldn't bring so many fucking pants and
again, yeah, this
insulating
is
layers
my,
and shit then.
Yeah, first one of the season. I'd rather have a little bit more than a little bit less. So
that's the thing.
I'll trim it down over the season.
Unless you're Tanya, who's cold-blooded, and women generally are cold-blooded, you just need your base layer, second, and a good insulation piece and a rain jacket. That's it. Welcome to the Shoot to Hunt podcast. As always, I'm your host, Ryan Avery.
Ryan Avery.
And my color commentator today is Jake Mushaney. Are you ready?
I've been ready since 9 a.m., sir. How fat is your ass today?
I knew that was coming, and I'm embarrassed.
Because you never want to say it can never happen. I mean, the chances of getting violently murdered by a bunny are low, but never zero.
We're bringing up some straight bullshit. Dude, if it ain't hunting clothes, my wife buys it for me.
But your wife bought that color for you?
I just said, give me some Crocs.
She's just way too comfortable with your gayness then.
I got a really long tongue. We fucking...
Good Lord.
Yeah, it does cut off. It's kind of like our podcast.
We'll fix that. Speaking of gayness, we got someone over here with LaCroix.
They're yours.
Motherfucker, we know who brought that in here.
Only reason I was like going to grab a water, there wasn't any, so I fucking grabbed one of these.
It's okay.
What does it taste like?
Kind of like ass and sadness.
It looked so liberal, I didn't even want to try it.
It's actually not bad. This is probably one of the best flavors.
Also, you're a frequent drinker of.
They're on sale.
So I like the Spindrift. You ever seen those?
Yeah, I've seen those, yeah.
No.
Yeah. They just don't sound like gay like LaCroix.
What happens is if you go on a cruise for 7 days and you drink for 7 days straight and you come back, you want to take a break, you just drink a couple of sparkling waters and it'll keep the edge off, basically. That's how.
Luckily, I don't drink then.
Yeah, that's kind of
my
how
body's
people
my
get
temple. I also don't do that. Are we recording?
Yep,
We
good.
are.
Okay.
Hey, we're gonna start though. If you guys listened to the last week's Bag Dump podcast, we forgot to choose a winner of a scope ring set, of a UM scope ring set. So
I'm glad, Jake. I'm glad you have those names today.
yeah, I'm gonna do my best. I'll be honest with you. He gave me 3 names, and the one that was the hardest to pronounce got to fucking cross through because we're only doing 2. So
You poor bastard.
I apologize for that guy, but shit, what am I gonna do here? So I'll announce one here at the beginning of this podcast. We'll also announce another winner of scope rings at the end of the podcast, which will technically be for this one.
Now, is this Tika or your
I think
choice
you could choose a set of UM Tika rings or a set of UM Premier rings.
Okay.
And then eventually the UM Core rings are coming. So whichever
you prefer?
we're just gonna keep doing this.
We're user friendly.
We are. So Mr.
Hold on one sec. You have to pick this. You have to be a what?
Okay, so if you don't subscribe to us on YouTube, we have access to our actual YouTube subscriber list, and that's where these scope ring recipients are coming from. So all you got to do is go subscribe, and you're going to have 52 chances a year to potentially win a free set of scope rings amongst all the other things we're doing too. We give away little swag bags and things like that here and there. This is kind of, I would say this is like the unknown munitions thing we're doing through the podcast to give the scope rings away. Drive traffic to the YouTube channel. Please subscribe. We're almost there. Actually, I think we're close to 800.
And if your last name is hard to pronounce, you do have a 50% higher chance of winning, because that's kind of what me and Red are picking right now.
Oh, yeah.
We might need you to send it when you put it in there, like phonetically put, like
When they do
hyphenate it out.
with the dots in the middle, like how to actually pronounce it. No, that doesn't make it fun. I'm just going to fuck it up real good.
Well, I fucked up Patrick's.
Yes.
Crapple.
Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Sam Rudenkau, Ruddenkau, Sam Rudenkau, you are a winner of a UM scope ring set. Email us at podcast@shoottohunt.com to claim your winnings.
They're doing this on purpose.
I think so.
This name shit.
Oh, this other one is bad. We'll wait till the end. Let's see. All right, Luke, you have the floor, sir.
Okay, this is a overview for cameraman's perspective. It's obviously going to change. It's probably the worst it's going to be because it's the beginning of the season. It's going to grow, get better. A lot of this stuff is actually UM shoot to hunt gear, so I don't know the names of everything, but I'm going to basically show you what I got. I'll throw on the pack to start and to show you kind of what my day-to-day would look like as far as where I'm carrying my camera, where I'm carrying my audio equipment, where I'm carrying spare batteries, all that good stuff. So I'll just throw the pack on and
give a little, maybe a little more background. So you've got to talk to a guy at Stone Glacier. You've got to talk to a guy at Kifaru, whose sole job is to film the hunt. So you're going on this hunt with Ryan. You're not there to hunt. Like, your kit is not going to include a kill kit.
Right.
It's not going to include a gun, a rifle, not even a small amount of optics.
Right.
But generally, your optics are the lenses and the cameras and so on. So this is your first real hunt being filmed. I mean, we did bear camp and whatnot, but that wasn't like a go out in the backcountry, multiple days going in deep, that kind of thing. So you have this. It'll be interesting to see how it evolves from my perspective too. So you're going to have this. You're going to be carrying all these different cameras and multiple batteries, and you're going to be worried about everything because you're trying to do a good job, because this is, for you, this is your employment. Like, you're going out there and you're going to be judged off what you produce because it's your fucking job. 100%. So we expect you to do your fucking job good. Yeah. And Ryan and I are, Ryan and I will be, let's say, overly critical.
Oh, that's probably our downside, is we're overly critical. Or upside, depends how you look at it.
Could be upside. He never has to guess what we're thinking.
No. I'm excited to see. Like, this is brought up all the time, like on Rockslide, is how your video hunts, or how do you do this on the video side. And this can kind of be like a own blog on Shoot to Hunt of his naturation, process.
Right.
Of, this is where we're starting. This is day one, because you haven't really ever backpack hunted and videoed, correct? Yeah. You've done a lot of video, and you haven't done any backpack hunting videos.
I've done a couple hikes with a couple friends, overnighters.
Okay.
With camera gear. But other than that, it was with a terrible pack, and it was just completely overweight. And so I've done a couple.
We'll do this again at the end of this year's hunting season.
Yes.
Then it'll be like, hey, this is what evolved. I didn't need 72 batteries. I didn't need 36 SD cards.
Yep.
And
I didn't even carry this camera at the end.
And this will be a cool collection to be able to draw from to make a blog post about 100%. What your actual process is now at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Badass.
We'll make it more efficient.
Get into it, baby.
As far as camera gears, we're rocking the Sony A7R3 for video. Got the Sony A7Rs. S3.
A7 S3 is the video camera. A7R3 is the photo camera.
Correct.
Yep.
And then I got a GoPro just for point and shoot, whether it's talking heads, if you want to do a little update. Turn the camera towards us, or we can actually put that on a tripod for the shooter. And then I've got a DJI Mavic Mini for the drone,
which is like, that guy's like stupid light.
Didn't
I buy it? We got the extra.
Yeah, 2 hour, or no, not 2 hour.
The heavy duty battery.
Yeah, it's twice.
You got one of those?
We got 2 of those.
2 heavy duties.
2 heavy
that
duties.
That should be more than enough.
Yeah.
Is that the same one we have in the Selway?
Yeah. That thing folds up into a little tiny fucking package. You control it from your phone, goes on the controller, and it's pretty light.
Yeah, it's ideal and it shoots 4K.
And we should preface that with, you're not allowed to use a drone to hunt.
Correct.
We're not physically going to use this to try and find animals and shit. This is more for B-roll footage for the hunt videos. And
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. However, there is if there's a rule out there,
I have no emotion towards this. This is all crap to me.
Yeah.
All this stuff?
The
this is fun.
Stuff, like on the gear stuff, I'm excited. You guys start talking, I like drone out.
Oh, shit.
It obviously is a necessity.
I'm into it too. Well,
I can tell you two are going. I can see the excitement. I'm like, eh.
Well, I've also been in this, like me and him have been, because I'm buying all this shit for him, right? So I'm like, I've been in it, like, okay, sell it to me. Why do you need this? Why do you need this?
Yeah, but you're like a gear junkie at heart. I'm like a gear junkie when it involves hunting.
I'm more like Luke, you better do a good fucking job. Here's your job description. I'm going to get you whatever you need to do your fucking job right.
Correct. Yeah.
Which to me is a fantastic employer to have as an employee.
Right.
Because we're not trying, I'm like, say, you got $500 to spend and you better produce the best fucking hunt video.
Yeah.
I'll do that in a Trump voice. Do it like, you got $500 to spend and you do it. Let's hear it.
You've got $500 to spend. No, I can't do it right now. You screwed me up. Whatever you did there, dude.
Yeah. So we're not trying to budget. We want really well produced hunt videos, and we'll get what it takes.
Yeah, you got the right equipment, and it should work out well. So
are we past the boring stuff now?
Yeah, let's throw it on.
He's still got more stuff. Well, your stuff's not even out here.
Well, I'm putting the backpack on.
You're putting it on?
We're not worried about a backpack.
Well, dude, I gotta put the camera on the quick mount.
Okay, go ahead. Basically, okay, make it happen.
Yeah.
So we have the Peak Design backpack clip. So what that's going to allow is it basically clamps really tight onto one of your backpack straps, and it allows you to take that mirrorless camera, point the lens straight down, and it clips in, and it actually has a lock there where you can push the little lock and it will not come out of that mount no matter what you're doing.
Okay, so when I'm standing, if I get this thing on.
Sucking in, baby. There it is.
Okay, so this is generally how I'm going to walk with it. From a shooting perspective, I can pull out the camera right here, get my shots that I need. Right here where my Stone Glacier Bino harness is, I have my audio equipment. So this is just quick point and shoot. I can actually clip this onto a shirt.
What the fuck is that?
This is just to get ambient noise. So if I want to have just sound effects of birds chirping, water. So I can go up to the river, start the recording.
That's just going to gather audio. It's just an audio recorder.
Yeah, and audio is 70% of a film. A lot of people like to piece together like a highlight tape and throw some music. They have like 7 or 8 shots in mind, and then they're like, okay, I'm going to get that, and then a really sick song, and then I'm going to piece it together, and it's going to be, a really good film. So I'm really trying to lean into audio, especially in the hunting, world. You want to be there. You want to feel like you're hearing everything you hear out in the wild. So
what was that term you used the other day when we were cranking the bolt on a rifle and you were talking about getting up close on the sound and just having the sound? There was a term for it.
Foley.
Okay.
So it's the art of Foley, is basically creating sound in a studio or something like that. So if you hear somebody walking, you can actually create that in a studio and just go, grab 2 boots and just go and make the sound. I like to grab natural audio out on the field so I can have a whole library of sounds. So if I'm doing a drone shot, I can layer wind, I can layer rivers, I can layer birds chirping. So you kind of get this overall feeling of the atmosphere where you're at. Brings back all those emotions. Right here,
like when we went bear hunting, did you like do that at night in the wall tent when there's snoring and farting going on?
That would be the perfect opportunity though to go. Say when we just drove down there and picked those bikes up.
Yeah.
We stayed at a hotel and they said they couldn't sleep because of my snoring. So that'd be a good
It's like a
opportunity.
chainsaw going off. That's what it sounds like.
So that's a different philosophy I've never heard, and I don't know enough to know. But
Yeah.
you said audio is 70% of a film.
It's the 70% of it's perceived as far as if someone says it's a good film or a bad film. 70% of it is
Poor audio.
because of the audio quality.
Yeah.
So you can hear and process what's happening. Like if I show a shot of an eagle flying by, if I do a sound effect right before that bird shows, your brain can process that faster because you heard the squawk of the eagle.
You know what's coming.
So you know what's coming before you actually see the eagle. Gotcha. So if you can, which takes twice as long to create the film, but in my opinion, it's what separates the good from the bad, basically. So
Gotcha.
or at least the good from the great. So this is basically just atmospheric audio, or it comes with a little microphone, like sleeve. So I can actually put this around a barrel of a gun, slide it in that sleeve, and then as they're lining up, Cody for a shot, you can hear the dialogue as to what they're talking about, windage, all that good stuff. And
You can just cut the head off of Jimmy, put
yeah,
that over the barrel, and then slide it in with a neoprene.
yeah,
When XC goes off, it'll break it.
yeah. So this is the best microphone. This is the best lavalier microphone on the market. Contrary to the Rode Go, those Chinese-made gimmicky mics don't work, and they suck.
He's very passionate about the Rode mic.
Yeah. So this is the DR10L by Tascam. It is the best one out there. This is just for audio, basically. So I can just throw this on anytime I want good quality audio. Cuts out the wind, screws in so it doesn't pop out. As soon as it's recording, none of the buttons can actually stop recording. So if someone were to hit this, all the buttons would lock. It's just foolproof. It records directly to a card. So I got my audio quality basically right here at a moment's notice. And then I got my binos right here as well. That's pretty much how I'm going to roll.
Again, this is a video-heavy podcast. Go watch it.
Okay, so as my camera, this is actually a photo camera, but my 2 video cameras on the wall right now essentially, I've got a small rig adapter on this here, if you can see it. This mic goes into
Hot shoe.
the hot shoe directly, but when I was out filming for my brother's hunt one time, I think we were deer hunting, I was walking through and it hit a tree branch and it snapped the horseshoe. And so it's just plastic. So it actually has, you can actually screw in a metal one. So I prefer having a metal one just so it doesn't break out there. So that's a good little tip because it's going to break. If you're walking out there and your mic is just going to run up against a tree or something. So before it breaks, I'm going to have the metal one on there. Obviously, the Peak Design hot shoe.
That's the Manfrotto, Quick, and Arca.
Arca,
all
yeah.
on one Peak Design deal. Question for you: when you're carrying the A7S III and the $1 million lens on there, the Sony G Master, how are you going to protect the lens?
With the lens cap.
Okay,
Lens cap.
makes sense.
Lens cap. Yeah, no, I've talked to a few guys and I'm like, yo, what do you guys use for, how do you protect your cameras? And they're like, honestly, I just throw it in my pack and then just have it free floating. And I'm just like,
Can it
good
get wet?
Lord. Was that?
Is it waterproof?
These are weather sealed. Yeah, the Sonys around the lens. Yeah, it's weather sealed. But I have a protective. This is what's going to be on the goats or the llamas, whatever one we have. This is just a camera bag, but I have. This will actually wrap around. It's a rain cover. So if that answers your question, I'm sure.
Boom.
As far as for weather stuff, yeah, you can peek it through and then cinch it around.
Ryan, I was just getting the conversation started. Like, you better protect that shit when you're up there.
Smart move.
Yeah. So that's what I'm using
Smart move.
to protect it in rain, all that good stuff. In here, I've got my what is this? 20,000.
20,000.
Yeah, 20,000 anchor batteries. So I need to charge my batteries out there. So I got 5.
You bringing 2 of those or 1 of those?
I got 2 of those.
Okay.
Everything's fully charged going out there, so this is a 5-day hunt. We should be able to get, all 5 batteries should probably last me the whole time. Mm-hmm. But in any event, we have extra batteries.
That's an important part of the cameraman's job, too, because he's got all this shit that's got to stay charged.
Yeah.
And you can't just go out there like we're ready to fucking finally get the kill shot. You're like, oh, no.
Battery's dead. I'm
Battery's
whipping out
dead.
the iPhone.
You're fired.
You watch all those YouTube channels and you'll see, we're just about to have this shot and it cuts out and they're like, the battery died.
Yeah.
Serious?
Like all the time.
Yeah.
So
don't let that happen to you, Luke.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. So basically my philosophy on getting the shot would be having a spotting scope with the help me with the scope
All-in.
adapter. Yeah, the all-in. So that would be my ideal high quality shot of the animal with the all-in. And then I would have either a GoPro or my DSLR facing the shooter, seeing his reaction, hearing the dialogue. We're human at, so when we want to see facial expressions, we want to be attached to the story and we want to hear what they're saying. We want to see, we're wired to read someone's emotions, right? And so I want to be able to capture faces versus looking over the shoulder and getting shots of that way. I would like to tell the story and show their emotions. So that's kind of my philosophy.
That'd be a good opportunity too. Like, you could just throw your stick down by your audio collector stick.
Yep.
You could just throw that down there.
Exactly.
Where the head is. So that whatever
Never even
there's.
heard of that thing before. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is I think I covered the label of what the actual one is, but it's a Sony. It's a Sony stick, and this is probably the best one. I actually use that for some wedding films. Mm-hmm. Great audio quality. So that's my philosophy. If we see an animal, I'm going to shoot it with the DSLR and GoPro on the subject, and then I'm going to put the phone adapter on the scope there, and got the drone as well. This is how tiny it is.
Yep.
It weighs nothing.
Yep.
So probably got 5 batteries for that, which is going to be plenty. And hopefully this is going to be in the goats pack.
Yeah, that's a
don't have to
badass bag too. So that's a Peak Design. Peak Design does a lot of nice stuff for camera gear, and that bag's pretty badass.
Yeah.
It gives you little dividers you can move around.
Yeah,
and I think it's fairly padded and secure, and it actually fit in one of the pannier bags on the goats really nice too.
Yeah, we'll be able to put that on there.
Lens caps, always can't have enough of those. This is my polarizer, so if it's if you're doing time lapses and you need to lower your aperture, it's a great way to do it. Or just any sunlight, you got to have a polarizer. Lens cloths. Let's see how big this one is, Ryan. It's not
That's
as big
perfect.
as yours, but it's good.
Unknown Munition needs to make those.
Yep. Just a bunch of batteries. So I've got probably 8 GoPro batteries and about 5 Sony A7 batteries.
I like this battery collection.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's my camera kit right there.
How just
Yeah.
general now? How many milliamps is in those Z batteries from Sony?
I think,
How many times can you charge it with a 20?
2280.
Okay,
So 10 times.
10 times.
yeah.
8
Nice.
times, 9 times.
I'd say 9, yeah, with the cold.
Yeah. But you're bringing, I mean, if you already got 5 of them that are fully charged, that's basically bringing another 10,000 milliamp with you.
Right.
Because they're already charged when you leave.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, the GoPro batteries, those die so quickly. We were out turkey hunting, dude, and I mean, I had 3 or 4 extra ones, and I'd pop them in, and they'd be at 70%. And then I'd run it for 20, 30 minutes, and it would just drop substantially. So I'm curious to see how the GoPros do out there in the cold, because was not happy with how they did with the turkey hunt. It was pretty cold. There was snow on the ground. So that's basically going to be on the goats. It's my camera equipment there. Thought I'd show my new boots. These are my Schneis Beartooth, not insulated. Did some rock slide research and figured out these were the ones for me. Like them, so we'll. They're actually my first. This will be my first hunt with them, so we'll see how they go. As far as the bag, let's dig into that real quick. Trekking poles, got these off of Stone Glacier. This is a little tech tip by Ryan Avery. I put some moleskin on the actual
Leuco tape.
Leuco tape.
on the actual trekking poles, so that you
Leuco
can.
tape is the shit.
Yeah, I mean, you get the whole disc of it. You get the whole tape roll, and it's huge.
Yeah.
Leuko tape.
And it
Yeah.
like somehow it bonds like oxygen wise, kind of like Loctite. It like bonds to oxygen on your skin or
Oh,
something.
man. I don't know.
Can't get it off.
You stick it on, and it's, you know, if you got a hot spot, you always get on your foot. You put just one layer of Leuco tape on there, and makes a huge difference.
Okay, spotting scope and tripod setup. This is what I'm rocking. It's the this is the Tricer, I believe, AD. There's a small and a large.
That's the large.
This is the large one. Super uber light. It does have a little bit of a weird mechanism when it's the opposite of what you're normally.
Yeah, the twist locks are reversed.
Yeah, so
Takes some getting used to.
We'll get used to that, but
Then the Tricer matching head.
yep, Tricer matching head.
Cool little setup.
Yeah, that's gonna be ideal. I do like to do some standing shots.
See what that. We wait. Ryan's earlier. Yours was 2.
It was the whole setup was 4 pounds, 9 ounces. 4 pounds, 9 ounces.
So that's 2.5, and let's put that guy on here. 4 pounds, 12 ounces.
So like 3 ounces different.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad at all. And you get I mean, a
That's a
bigger
lot more
tripod, but
tripod.
you get a lot higher. Yeah.
The weight limit on this tripod's a lot higher too. The advertised weight
I
limit,
wonder what that 624, what the weight is or the
634,
632, that
632.
the two.
We have these. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Well, that's not bad. That's a good weight for those two.
Yeah,
Those two items there.
Unknown sells those.
You said you got the all-in adapter for your phone.
should be coming in here pretty soon.
Okay.
Should be your day. And I got mine too, so we have 2.
Yes, we got 2 there, but
I'm not sure if I red Loctited that screw on the bottom of that. You might check that before we go.
Yes, it's done.
Okay.
Taylor did both of them.
Okay, good deal. Good deal.
I was like, dude, it feels like it. I
Yeah,
have yet to
good.
see that.
We
move.
don't need that shit to come off.
Nope. I was like, let's just do both in case we have a problem while we're hunting.
Nice.
I forgot to mention the microphone. This is a MKE 400. This is probably the most compact as
Who
far
makes
as
it?
this is Sennheiser.
Okay.
Yeah, Sennheiser MKE 400. I haven't had any problems with it. Turns on when the camera turns on. It's got a low pass filter if there's wind. Dead cat mic on the top, protector.
Dead cat.
Wind protector on the top. Yep. So that thing's badass. I'm pretty sure.
He's way quicker than you.
Yeah, he's got some quick hands.
We still love you though, Luke.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Poor guy.
You Good job, Brett.
This pack is courtesy of Ryan Avery right now. So it's the R3 military Stone Glacier pack. I did pick up the Swig rig with our Unknown Munitions Nalgene.
Perfect.
So I'm going to give that a go and see how that works. I'm curious, when I put this pack on, my left elbow just keeps on hitting this water bottle.
Huh.
I'm thinking I might put it in the back side pouch there instead of...
Well, if you got the hose there, it don't matter where you put it.
Right.
Yep.
So I'm going to figure that out. Seems to work pretty good.
Yes. I don't like those little holders.
No.
That's why I love side pockets and why I had a side pocket put on mine is they're just a catch-all. You can do anything with them.
Who sewed that on for you? Or you don't want to say?
Can't talk about it.
Okay.
I'll tell you off the air.
Yeah.
C pouch.
C pocket.
C pocket. I have
That still wasn't the name I originally heard. Started with a P.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The plus pocket.
Okay.
I don't have my base layers, but basically I got some merino wool, Long John's merino wool, top layer, and Stone Glacier ones. Yeah.
Good stuff.
So that's my base layer, and then I got some Kuiu attack pants and Kuiu, running the whole Kuiu outfit. Gators too soon. So I don't have any of that here in the C pocket.
You better start making notes.
I reordered them because
Okay.
I cannot find them.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what the fuck I did with them.
More camera. This is just my adapters. Yeah, there's my base layers. Okay, so I got rechargeable batteries in here. So AA, AAA. That's for the shotgun mics. That's going to be helpful when they're probably going to die quickly because the cold. Adapters. I have this handy dandy Peak Design GoPro POV mount, which is pretty badass. I tried it on the other day for the first time, and essentially it goes into that Peak Design clip that I originally had on the pack, and it will sit right here, and I'm able
I
to...
remember who got that. Didn't I get that for you?
He got it. I didn't even have to
Sick.
ask. This is how good Jake is. I didn't even have to ask. He
It
goes,
is badass, though.
yeah, and basically clips in, and it'll just sit right there, and you can turn it on super hyper smooth.
What GoPro version?
Hero 8.
An 8. Okay.
Yeah.
I think after some number, it's probably just really good video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the stabilize. I think that was the one where I
The
had the really good
stabilization.
stabilization
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
you're able to walk around, and it should look like you're,
much
have a
just-
gimbal on basically.
Yeah.
Just random camera gear, Allen wrenches, coins to tighten down your Arca rails, cloths to wipe your lens, cables, all that good stuff. This is just my first aid kit, if you will, for my camera equipment.
Nice.
That's accessible right here on the top. As I get into the pack,
You didn't show any. Are you bringing the Joby tripod?
the only tripod I'm rocking is probably that Tricer.
Okay. You're not going to bring that little short, little flexible one that you can hang on trees and shit?
I thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
I have
I'm
this little tiny one that holds a phone.
I don't think I would need. Oh yeah, that one would be nice. Yeah, Ryan mentioned that there was one for the GoPro, which that one might be nice. But
It
just
is
a
that
little-
Joby. Isn't it the Joby?
I have a little tiny Joby, but it has like a clip where you can basically put your phone sideways and it clips any phone in. But having a little mini one, little tiny one like that with an Arca on top,
Yeah.
that'd be the fucking ticket. Because then it can hold any of the cameras.
Gotcha.
I'll take care of that.
so yeah, I mounted both of mine on here when
Gotcha.
this is my swing out packs. I think this first one is just camping equipment. So I got a little stove in there, tiny little stove.
Oh wow, what is that?
It's like a pocket rocket.
Yeah, this is just an
It's like
adapter.
a Chinese pocket rocket.
This is just hooks
Yeah.
Chinese.
right onto that.
Yeah.
I got my headlamp.
One of those all flames or no flame.
Yeah, pretty much. Kickstarter to get it going.
The MSR pocket rocket was like the go-to.
Like I have a Soto Windmaster like that.
Yeah.
Really nice. They're like the high end pocket rocket. Same thing.
I'll probably end up using his MSR anyways. But
Well, I wouldn't bring none of that extra shit you don't need.
I wouldn't bring
then.
that stove at all. You can just use mine. Just
Yeah.
bring the gas.
Bring gas.
That's it.
Okay.
See, I had this little like little etiquette discussion with them. Like, dude, when you're going with people, figure out who's bringing what and say, you know what, you carry the stove, I'll carry the fuel. That kind of thing.
Bring the gas. That will get us through 2 weeks.
Sweet. Headlamp. I don't know. I got this at REI somewhere. Black diamond.
You need a peak.
Need a peak
We
one.
will get you a peak.
I'll buy you one since Jake bought me one.
There you go.
Very nice.
What goes around?
And then just a crap ton of coffee. Can never have enough coffee.
God,
Which one? No,
Bean water.
dude. What kind of coffee, man? For the coffee connoisseurs.
Okay, yeah.
there is no good coffee.
This one is Mount Hagen.
What brand?
Oh,
Mount Hagen.
we're gonna have
instant
to school,
coffee.
We're gonna have to school you up a little bit on this.
This is organic, fair trade.
Of course it is. Fucking LaCroix.
And then we got
You fucking.
you
LaCroix
have
drinker.
a Starbucks right there, my man.
I don't care.
Yeah,
LaCroix.
There's
This
6
sounds-
shots in that fucking Starbucks.
yeah. Well,
Doing it right.
I got Starbucks too right here.
The problem with me now is this. So this is 6 shots I drink every morning. That little fucking thing, that little powder packet don't do shit.
How many's in one of those little Vias?
I'm graduated up. Now I just have to take pre-workout. Like the Yeti fucking Mountain Ops
And
pre-workout.
don't
That's the
even
only
put-
thing
you
that'll
don't
touch
even
it.
Put water in it. You just pour the powder.
Dude, yeah,
in
and
your
then you
mouth.
just pour some water. Yeah. Powder and then water in your mouth, squiggle it around a little bit, and swallow it. Yeah. It does it just like that too. You're like, "Rrrr."
Oh, a month ago you were at 5 shots.
Yeah.
Now you're at 6, huh?
It's called
Pretty thing. It's just gonna be a shot.
I have a disease.
Yeah.
Heavily caffeinated.
This is my extremities bag. So I got socks, hats,
Extremities
gloves.
bag. That's new.
Yeah, this is.
That's
I got.
that's a LaCroix drinker.
Sock, beanie,
You got it corrected.
glove,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Extremities.
yeah, exactly. So I got my
you
darn
color-coded
tufs,
it?
my darn tufs,
Dude,
courtesy of.
Did you get some?
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
I
The
listen.
darn tough is the only way.
First,
Yes.
Okay, take a darn tough. Take a First Light socks. Tell me the difference. There's no difference.
Dude, the darn tough. Well, it is what it is. They're probably made in the same place.
Probably.
Snowboarding, heavy gloves. I got my Kuyu merino wool light balaclava. Got my light beanie, duck hunting on this side, and then elk hunting on this side. So it's a little
They
blend.
know. They'll know.
Just
This
a
is fun.
nice beanie,
How many fucking beanies do
Yeah.
you need?
Have any
and then
balaclava? Another
and then
balaclava.
another balaclava. He
Dude,
said it's gonna be cold.
Hey,
So I got a heavy and a light for each one. So I got
good lord.
light, heavy, light, heavy.
You just need one.
Dude,
on one.
it's either beanie or no beanie. There's no
Just
light and
need
heavy.
one. Just one.
I'll show you. I got this.
Because you have hoods too.
See, this is why we do it. We learn stuff.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you. I just
Lightweight gloves, and then I got my kind of elk kill kit or just moving
Yes.
firewood or whatnot.
See, and the gloves are the one thing I do take at least 2 because they fucking get wet all the time.
Mm.
So if you wet gloves they're like wet feet.
Do you bring mechanics gloves?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
Neo Air, courtesy of Mr. Machaney.
Neo Air X Light.
Yep,
None of us are gonna sleep.
They're gonna put you like
popcorn.
somewhere else.
Here, a little ASMR.
Well, that
for
just
you
brings
guys.
up a good point. Always have fucking earplugs.
Yes, sir.
Always have earplugs in the back.
Yep.
Earplugs and a sleep additive.
And Benadryl. Yeah. Whether it be some CBD gummies or some Benadryl. What else? the usual shit. I don't do
I like
that.
the ibuprofen with the Benadryl shit in it.
Okay.
What is that called? Nighttime. or
Loratadine.
whatever. And or the
No, that's,
what's the spray shit? The pill, the little gummies you had for Jess. To go
Yeah,
to
those
sleep.
little CB. I don't remember the fucking name
Had
of
a
them.
the other chemical, the sleep chemical.
Oh, melatonin.
Melatonin.
Melatonin with CBD will fucking put you out.
You get raped by a bear and not wake up.
Yeah, vivid dreams for sure.
But sleep is extremely important.
Dude, you hunt right, sleep right, and vice versa. You
Yeah.
gotta sleep. I always thought that was bullshit, and maybe I'm just getting old, but if I toss and turn, I feel like I toss and turn during the hunt. Like I'm just,
Yeah.
oh, there's elk over there. I got to go over there. To where if I sleep good 6, 7, 8 hours, I'm like, let's go.
If you really want to sleep, you can take Joe Rogan's Alpha Brain. That'll mellow you right out.
Dude, it did the opposite of what I thought it would. It made me feel like
We all three took it. Me, you, and Jess.
we were just like humdrum.
Yeah.
Dude, it makes you mellow out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake, you need more caffeine.
Well, I guess if you're a strung out person, that would help you. Kind of
Stone Glacier Grumman.
very nice.
I
Good
think I need to
stuff.
put this in a waterproof bag after seeing Ryan's.
Yes,
Kit?
definitely.
So
I have a whole shit, dude. I have a shit ton. Just
Okay.
remind me, I'll bring it.
Make sure that stays dry.
See the summit.
Sea to Summit. Stone Glacier Chill Coot 15-degree bag. So we're going to give that a go. Supposedly the down is pretty good in this. So if you get it wet, it does pretty well. So I'm not going to test that out, but
Do you have either a bivy or a ground sheet that you're going to be on? Because you can't put that mattress right on the fucking ground.
he was going to bring something.
I got Tyvek for you.
Tyvek.
Packed.
Yeah.
This was like a last minute purchase just because someone mentioned that it's going to be cold and you might want
Where are those
this-
from?
Where, dude, I think it's like backcountry.com or something.
Okay.
It was like $20.
Yeah.
Down booties. They don't even look like they're going to keep me warm.
There's not a lot of down in
There's
those.
no down in these. So.
When I pull my shit out, I'll show you some down booties.
Yeah. So I think these might even stay at the
I think
house.
Feathered Friends is a good choice for those.
Feathered Friend, Light and Equipment has them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah. The ones I got had like the full sock, fucking thick down socks, and then they had an over booty if you wanted to walk around in them. But
First Light
I don't
has
bring the over
First Light
booties.
has one of those that are taller. They call them the mock or whatever. There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
Those were the Stone Glacier Merino Wool Long Johns. Mm-hmm. Those were super comfortable.
You gonna wear those during the day or just sleep in them?
Dude, I don't know. We're gonna play it by ear, but if I have, my Kuiu pants kind of zip out, so I'll probably have that as my base layer. And
Are you scared of being cold?
yeah, to a certain degree.
Yeah, me too.
You won't die.
I don't. Yeah, you won't die, but for me, like sleeping, like if my feet are fucking cold, I don't sleep.
I'd rather be cold than hot. Personally, that's.
Are you bringing a little stove? Bringing a titanium stove?
Yep.
Oh
But
no.
You'll
here's
have a
the
little stove. You're just gonna have a
kicker.
bunch of sticks and.
Oh
Here's
yeah,
the-
I hate being
there's-
hot.
There's not a lot of fucking trees, so it's gonna be interesting. We have to burn sagebrush, which I'm allergic to, so it's fun.
All right.
This is the only rain jacket I have currently that's decent. I think it's just a Columbia rain jacket. So
Okay.
we'll get a new one later, but this is at nighttime, just a pair of sweats. Can never be.
So that's kind of like between those two. Like you don't need both of those pieces, right? Like the base layer you just had, you can sleep in that or sleep in that, or wear it under your
Yeah.
pants. You don't need both of those. You just need one.
It's snow out, so I don't know if we're sitting in glassing for a little bit, and I just have long johns, and
That's when you need those down over pants.
that's what I
Yeah.
don't have. So those are kind of for the down that I don't have.
Well, I can bring those. You can use those for this trip.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Got a pillow. It's a blow up
Oh, those are nice.
Trecolage, whatever that is.
Pillows are
I
pillows are
didn't give you a
underestimated.
pillow.
Oh, you did, but it was literally the same exact one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just making
it
sure.
was funny. Yeah, it was all blown
I have
up. and-
my favorite blow up when I go through my. I found my
Dude,
favorite blow up
dude,
pillow.
it's important.
It is.
People fucking
Yeah, was that the one
underestimate
you did-
pillows.
No.
No, okay.
I'm gonna show you
Yeah.
The pillow.
the pillow.
This is just a random swing out bag with extra belts. My off-brand On Reach Solio,
It's
and
not off-brand. It's a good. Those
a good one.
Those are good. Yeah.
That was it was donated. Don't let them forget that.
Yeah, it was courtesy
I
of-
donated it to him.
yep. Thank you, Jake.
That's better, dude. That's better than having.
Oh, 100%.
Nothing.
I don't. Did you set up a plan and shit
set
on
up
it?
a plan,
Oh,
yeah.
did you? Okay.
Yeah.
So as long as you can
My
hit
roommate-
SOS,
My roommate took it to Canada.
Perfect.
Like last week or something.
tried it out. Cool.
Yes, first aid kit. This one's fixated. I'm not going to take it out, but
Yeah, because you wrote first aid on it.
I did. Yeah, I've established exactly what it is.
Okay.
Other than that, this is my last little bag, courtesy of Ryan. I just got a lot of hand-me-down stuff from these two fine gentlemen right here.
Well,
This
you
is
got to start somewhere.
my coffee
Oh my goodness.
coffee pop-up. Total PNW vibes right there. Life straw, just in case Ryan's tablets don't work.
Oh, I have a whole filter system too.
Hey, you didn't say what filter you bringing up.
I have a pump, dude. I could have been done 6 days of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a pump and that,
Okay.
so you don't have to bring that. Or you can if you want.
That's just a Sawyer
Yep.
system.
Sawyer.
Squeeze filter.
So I can fill two 32-ounce dirty bags, basically, and then fill it while I'm
Yeah. After, dude, I just stay with the pump because they're so much damn faster. If I have llamas, goats,
Yeah.
mules, horses, whatever.
Random bag
What, are we
here.
gonna pay Pinochle?
Nice.
Very nice.
Deck of cards.
I'm gonna show you those. I bring a little something too for a
Oh,
game.
okay. Deck of cards.
Yeah, Ace bandage.
Ace bandage. There's your blades.
There you
Can
go.
get those.
Blades in a tin.
Tyto knife. I want to be able to help cut up the elk, so I got a green one. Got to get bright colors.
You don't need to bring that Kydex shit with you.
What do you mean?
That's just a waste.
Which part?
The Kydex.
This?
Yeah, you don't need the. Well, I don't ever rock a blade on it. But
I know.
If you do, then you need it in the Kydex.
I got a spork, pocket Bible, and fire starter stuff there, and a Ziploc bag.
Do you have a cooking pot?
So I did have one, and I looked at it, and it had a hole through it. Or it was like a silicone. So the bottom essentially is metal, and then it pops up like
I'll
this.
give you one. I got one.
Okay.
And then,
Ryan's got that one.
I got like 6. I'll give you one.
Yeah, so that's what I'm rocking, guys. Any other questions?
That was it?
No, that
Showing-
was good.
Well, I mean, I got food, and my layer system is not here, not included.
Yeah, and I'm bringing
and
the
that's-
tent for you. We're using the same tent. So
Yep, same tent.
yeah. There's really nothing besides the only missing that I saw was the pot.
The pot.
Because I ain't sharing my pot. We can heat it up and dump it into your pot.
I'm drawing the line.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, I hate cleaning it. So I always get shit in there.
Well, it's only for water. You do it right.
I do top ramen in mine sometimes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and I'm fucking
That's easy to rinse, though.
put some bone broth in that bitch.
Do you know that Packet Gourmet has ramen helper? So what it is, so you bring your ramen pack, but then it gives you a bunch of extra goodies that go in the ramen.
So that's what I do. What does it have in it? So I put like bone broth. I put hot sauce.
Yeah, it'll have like crackers, hot sauce, like extra some type of meat, like a chicken, and then it'll have like a little vegetable packet. But they have a ramen helper. So you pack the ramen and you get this little pack in it. They also have this lunchtime cold water chicken salad. I got it in my pack right now. It's a lunchtime cold water, like a chicken salad. Are you in? Oh, he's in Packet Gourmet right now. Yeah, Trail Mills.
I ordered
Dude.
a couple of their
Just go to view all. Let's
breakfasts.
look through that.
Yeah, go to that fucking helper.
Keep going. Mango chicken salad. Oh, that's a lot of pages to go through. I'm gonna bring one for you. You
Yeah,
can try it on this trip.
dude, I love like comfort food, top
Yeah.
ramens, and you know what else it has? A shit ton of sodium.
Yes. Top ramen.
I mean, it's
definitely has
terrible
sodium.
for you, but
Yeah.
it's good for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, well, that's pretty good system.
We talked a little bit. I'm interested. So you're scared of being cold.
I wouldn't say scared, but I'm gonna be prepared for it.
But in other words, what is you don't fear discomfort of any kind?
No, I took an ice bath this morning.
Okay. Well, you shouldn't bring so many fucking pants and
Again, yeah, this
insulating
is
layers
my
and shit then.
first one of the season. I'd rather have a little bit more than a little bit less. So
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing.
I'll
is,
trim it down over the season.
Unless you're Tanya, who's cold-blooded, and women generally are cold-blooded, you just need your base layer, second, and a good insulation piece and a rain jacket. That's it.
No.
In underwear, like the bottoms are more of a personal choice. I just don't like base layers.
So I can't stand it when I can't stand the feeling of the sleeping bag material in the bag on my skin. I can't
Oh, you don't
fucking
like it?
can't stand it. So I can't sleep if I have my skin touching the bag. So I have to have a base layer. So I think the way I think about it, you bring a 15-degree sleeping bag, let's say. Maybe that's not enough for me because I'm cold-blooded like a woman. So then I'll have my down I'll have a down jacket and the down pants and the down booty. So I think like I'm in my own sleeping bag inside my sleeping bag.
Yeah.
If I needed to be.
See, I was taught that you're supposed to be pretty much in your skivvies to get the maximum heat for it to radiate off your body, but it was so uncomfortable. Like what you're talking about with your skin, just rubbing on it. I feel like it's gonna rip it when like.
It's not that. It's just some people have that thing like they either have to sleep in socks or without socks and all that kind of shit. See, I sleep in fucking chonies and that's it.
Yeah,
I
no,
do have to
they're-
have like something on my feet, but I just like underwear with
Yeah.
bare-legged because if I get fucking hot, but I get hot at like 0 degrees. Like
Yeah.
I just get hot.
Yeah.
Everybody eats their own.
And if you are cold blooded like that, like a lot of times, if you eat something right before you get into the bag, that
Yes.
helps you with your initial warm up.
Yeah.
And then like when we were in Montana hunting deer and it's cold as fuck outside, it was single digits easy. I do the whole Nalgene hot water and the Nalgene thing because we're blowing a fire up, so you may as well just put some hot water in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when I hunted and it was -6, -10 on a late season elk hunt in Idaho, and every night I didn't have a stove or nothing.
yeah.
The thing that saved my bacon is heating up that water.
Yeah.
And that goes back, putting an Nalgene down by your legs.
Yeah, and it like stays warm up like the whole fucking night, really, because your body heat is kind of taking over.
And it's 2-stage too, because everything you have at that temperature is going to freeze. So if you do that at night, you can drink that shit in the morning.
Right in the morning. Yeah.
Yep. So it's 2-stage, and it's like fires are like they
Pick me up.
pick you up. Well, that picks you up.
Yeah.
Like the whole night you have that.
Well, it's because my feet are all this fucking. When you slide them down your bag and the whole inside of the bag. Now people say,
nice.
"Oh, what if it opens up and it gets water in my bag?" Well, the Nalgene's are pretty fucking secure.
It ain't coming open.
I wouldn't do like a regular bottle of water or something like that. Nalgene only for me.
It's literally one of the reasons I pack an Nalgene.
Yeah.
And the other thing is you can, it's not only like a pick me up, but you can also like use I lost track there, but the stove I use is efficient, so I can do that more often. So it's not like if you use the reason I don't use wind burners anymore, and I use like a jet boil or a reactor, is you get almost not twice, but you get a third more life out of that gas can. Mm-hmm. And if you're gonna frickin' do that a lot, because that does take a minute to boil 32 ounces of water.
Yeah.
So another reason to run a good stove.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about it into like if you're in the elk tent and you got the big wood stove already going, it's easy enough to have one of those blue freaking iron tea kettle things on there, and then you just fucking game changer, dude.
See, and to me, I don't get that cold.
Yeah.
And usually my sleeping bag's retarded warm.
Yeah.
I would never do that in a wall tent, but if you do get cold, I see it.
Getting wet and cold are, I would imagine most people's comfort fear when you get out there. You can bring food. You can pack as much weight as you want to, but the wet and cold thing, if you don't pack right, it doesn't matter how heavy your shit is. That doesn't mean it's going to be good and keep you warm.
And you'll see everybody's threshold is like where their comfort is different. Mm-hmm. And I'm not tougher than anybody. I'm not saying I am. I just don't generally think about it that much.
Yeah, because you don't get cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mason's pretty much the same way. Since we've
Yes.
been, he goes in
This
the fucking
dude-
sleeping bag and he's done.
This dude, Mason, it was 12 fucking degrees. And I look over and he's rocking a sleeveless shirt. And I'm like, I don't get cold, but dude, you're next level.
Just a wife beater on.
Dude, he had like a sleeveless shirt on. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah, he's easy.
All right, we're going out. We're all wrapped up. We got to give away another subscriber winner.
How much time we out there?
48 minutes.
Okay, we'll just keep this one short. We'll make it a video one. So, okay. Second winner, well, it's actually the winner for this episode of a set of scope rings is Preston Billenberg. Not Bilderberg, like the Bilderberg.
Build-A-Bear.
Bilderberg. BIELENBERG. Preston Bilderberg. Email us at podcast@shoottohunt.com to claim your scope rings. That'll do it.
Congrats.
All right, if you got any questions for us, podcast@shoothunt.com. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.